Welcome back, everyone. This is Thomas Triple T Tie with another new bullish crypto analysis. Before we dig in, I would appreciate it if you enjoy the content. Please smash the like, ring my bell, hit subscribe, and leave comments in my YouTube channel. Appreciate your time. Let's dig in and take a look at how the crypto market, Bitcoin, and the stock markets around the world are doing. Let's take a look. Here we have the cryptocurrency heat map, pretty much red throughout. We have a couple of green spots, ETC and DAI, which is a stable coin. The Bitcoin's dominance is at 42. That's slightly higher than what it ranges at, around 41 something. Bitcoin's down over 4%. Same thing with Ethereum. And so overall, pretty red. Let's take a look at the stock market's heat map. Here we have mostly red throughout: technology, communication services, consumer cyclical, financials, just red. We see the one sector that's green is energy. When the majority of the market is red, energy tends to be green, because if people are gonna go towards value stock in volatile times, energy is pretty reliable. Let's close these out and let's take a look at the TradingView charts. 30-minute time frame here. On the far left column we have the US indexes. In the middle column we have the European markets and also the stocks, STOXX 600, and on the far right we have the Asian market with Australia. Let's dive into the US markets. Here we have Bitcoin in the last 24 hours, trended down, slightly up towards the end of the day, at least in Pacific Standard Time, and then trended down at market opening. The stock markets in the US all trended down at market opening. So the positive correlation with Nasdaq and S&P 500 with Bitcoin is holding. They're all dropping today. S&P 500, you can see that it's different than the other two, which is Nasdaq and S&P 500. The Dow has been trended up yesterday, while the other two were down, and then trended up after market opening today, and then went back down and followed the other two. So overall, you can see these graphs here matches the heat map we saw just earlier. The Dixie, the negative correlation with Bitcoin, continues to hold. Bitcoin is down today. Dixie is up. You can see yesterday at after market opening, Dixie went up. Halfway through the day, it went down. Bitcoin went down. Halfway through the day, it went up. So the negative correlation holds there. And we've seen this break sometimes, the negative correlation and the positive correlation with the stock market for Bitcoin. It breaks, but eventually it'll fall back in line. So something to keep in mind. The U.S. Treasury 10-year bonds, you can see that it dipped down significantly today after having a jump on the previous day near opening time. Let's go over to the European market. European market. We have the UK 100 following very much similar to Bitcoin. You can see here almost identical. You can see that. Let's go back a couple days. The UK 100 went up. Bitcoin pretty much went up, and then it rose slightly up and then down, then up, then down. It's almost identical. Strange, huh? And that continues to hold. The positive correlation with UK 100 continues to hold. Today, they both dipped down. You take a look at the DAX index from Germany. Here you can see that it's similar to the UK 100. In fact, the CAC from France also follows similarly. But not as dramatic. You can see the one in France and Germany are not as dramatic as the UK 100, but very similar. The SXXP, which is for the stocks, 600 companies across 7 countries. It's been trending down in the last 24 hours, and then it picked back up, had some little recovery, and at U.S. market opening today, it started trending down, but not a lot. But they might be. These three are in a different time. These 4 are in totally different time zones. So let's go over to the Asian and Australian market. Australia. What happened to Australia? Here we go. Okay. So I gotta apologize. In the ever since I redid this chart, I had to redo everything. And Australia, when I added Australia, it pulled up a different one. In fact, it pulled up SPY, which is the same thing as the S&P 500. So I was looking for today. I was like, wait, that just doesn't look right. Anyways, I had to update this chart with the correct Australian index. So this is correct now. STWAXS is the Australian index. This little purple guy here. So pretty much in the last 24 hours or so, it's been going down, and it's still on a downward trend. Hasn't recovered. The Nikkei index, I'm not sure why it hasn't been updated here, so that's curious. I looked at a different source, and it did update, so it's not like the market is closed or something. So I don't know why. I'll look into that. For the KOSPI from South Korea, their index there, trended down last over 24 hours, and then it tried to recover and then just dip down again. Same thing with the Hang Seng from Hong Kong, dipped down and tried to recover, but it's been choppy here, and it's on the upward trend though, so that's positive. So pretty much mixed here in the Asian market. Not so sure about the Nikkei. Australian markets continue to trend down. So overall theme, to summarize this up, is that let me make sure that I don't have anything else to cover. Yeah, so overall theme is, we have the markets are trending down around the world, especially in the U.S. After the announcement with the CPI, it's ringing and it's having an impact all around. So overall, markets down, Dixie's going back up, Bitcoin's down, and Bitcoin earlier this morning retested like the low 42s, and that's a critical zone. Right now it's at 42.4.5, and if it goes below that, towards the 41 support area, that's critical that it holds it. If it doesn't, potentially it could dip down to 40 and then breaks through. But if it gets enough support there, it'll bounce back up, or it could go sideways. So let's basically, down market across the board. It's interesting that Bitcoin continues to have positive correlation with the UK 100, and it's a positive correlation with the S&P 500, and NASDAQ is back, along with the negative correlation with the Dixie as the Dixie rises. I appreciate your I appreciate you make sure. Whoa. I'm still getting used to this new setup here. Let me get this. Weird. That's not working. Anyways, I'll figure that out later. But appreciate you spending time here. I'll see you in the next video. And if you found this content of value, please smash the like, ring my bell, hit subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment section in YouTube. See you later in the next video. Later today. Peace.